hot right now. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Gardner man. Can you just like spray me with your hose and cool me down, please? I'm so hot.
Of course, Victoria.
Thank you. Ah, oh my goodness.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
Can you guys show me how to dribble 2 balls at one time?
Yeah, like this.
Whoa!
I cannot stand these stupid thirst traps these women are making, which just consists of them sexualizing their bodies. And for what? Attention, followers, exposure, money? This is the world that we live in. Like, this is our normal. A lot of women complain about how women are sexualized for no reason, but did anyone stop to wonder that maybe women could be a part of the problem? You're literally going online, sexualizing yourself, degrading your body, then wondering why men are sexualizing you and are only seeing you for your body. But it's gotten to the point now where like the only way to rise to fame is to sexualize your body. The truth of the matter is that you're not repulsive or ugly, you're just not willing to get naked. In today's world, us women have been conditioned for our lives to just revolve around men. I can vividly remember from the moment I was old enough to understand like concepts and principles, the idea of like being married with a man was like thrust upon me. But not just that, as I got older, I was taught that everything I did was essentially for a man. If I dress a certain way, I'll attract bad attention from guys. If I sleep around with multiple people, men will think I am easy and not want to be with me. I need to learn how to do house chores like cook and learn how to iron clothes. So when I have a husband, I'll know how to take care of him and provide him with everything that he needs. Every skill I was forced to learn, I only learned for the benefit of a man instead of the benefit for myself. What it should have been is that I needed to also learn if I slept around with a lot of men, I could be potentially putting myself in dangers such as STDs. It should have been I needed to learn how to do house chores such as cook and clean, so I'll know how to take care of myself and be responsible. My parents just fixated on me learning all these stereotypical abilities I needed to acquire for a man that none of us even knew I was going to even have one day. They were so fixated on that I was never really taught the things I had to know as an adult. There was no doubt I was going to have to learn how to do taxes, but I was never taught that. There was no doubt I was going to have to get an apartment or a house one day, so I'll need to know about mortgages or security deposits. But learning how to please a man was more important than that, so that stuff was just pushed to the side. So I had to learn the basics of being an adult on my own accord. This is how it was from day one. And this concept of like everything that we do has to revolve around men and pleasing them has been injected into us as women, so much so that we as women are literally living our lives for men. Like, I often used to find myself dressing for the male gaze. And the male gaze is essentially the perspective of a stereotypical like heterosexual man when it comes to viewing like women's bodies. So like that scene in Transformers where Megan Fox is like fixing the car or something, the camera angles are all for the male gaze because the camera is literally panning up and down her body and zooming in or stopping at certain parts of her body and just trying to sexualize her as much as possible and just like show everything. Or Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad, for a lot of her scenes the camera was zooming in or pausing on certain parts of her body. So like when I would be picking out outfits, I would ask myself, what would a man think of it? Which is so sad and nasty. Like, there's nothing wrong with thinking that, but there was also like no thought process of like, what do I think about it? It was just like, what does a man think about it? But also like literally when it came to like my insecurities as a person, like if I thought that my thighs were too big, I would tell myself, well, I know that there's a man out there that will like big thighs, so that's okay. And I would tell myself because a man would enjoy that or like that, that's the reason why I should not be insecure with whatever body part I had. And the fact that I was telling myself that because a man will like this or that about my body is why I shouldn't be insecure with what I have is the most depressing and upsetting and just embarrassing thing that like in my entire life that I've like realized. The fact that I just can't choose to just love myself or think that my flaws on my body aren't flaws and they're just me, for the simple fact that self-love is important, but no, like the fact that I have to base everything on what a man will like or dislike about myself is appalling. But I had to get this thought concept and process from somewhere because that was something that was taught. Women are just here to serve men. That's all we're taught. That being said, like we all know from the moment a girl girl is born, she's sexualized. Women are sexualized in everything that they do, with every step and every breath that we breathe. And that's just something that like we just had to live with. Sex sells. It just is what it is. And if you can't give sexy, then no one wants you. This is why it's like you're not necessarily ugly, you're just not willing to sexualize your body. How many times have we seen or heard, they picked the girl who had some sort of like sex appeal or was showing more of this or that? When we go on social media like Instagram and you see two pictures, one with a woman that is in snow gear or is really covered up versus the one that's in a bikini, who tends to always get more likes? Because I know for sure it's not the one who's covered up. I mean, and everyone is just half naked everywhere, just walking around with like nipple pasties and a thong on. Like that's the normal, because that's what people want to see. And also like women empowerment and all this other stuff, And if you are covered up and you're not showing your goods, then you're not going to be in the spotlight at all. I know a lot of people that said that Ice Spice became famous and popular so fast because she sexualized herself so much that people started giving her more attention and she was able to work her way up to fame. And I mean, I can see that because every time I see her, she's showing some titty or like popping some booty, like literally every time I see her. And I remember there was supposed to be this one time she was dressing like Betty Boop, I think, and she wore this like extremely short dress that looked like a shirt. The problem for me was that like just looked extremely uncomfortable to wear because she was constantly having to like pull it down because it was like riding up her butt. And oh my gosh, Sexy Red. She has like the same like barely there clothing outfits. Everyone was talking about her and I wanted to know like who this woman was because like people were obsessed with her. Dude, okay. I I went on YouTube and I just typed up like, oh, like Sexy Red like music. And first of all of her songs and her music videos were just like every other rap video. Well, most of them. People twerking and popping booty and titties flying out everywhere. And that's normal. Like of course, it's 2025, hello? But the lyrics. Wait, hold on. Let me just read you these lines. I don't even know if I'm like gonna get demonetized by this. Like I feel like this video is gonna get age restricted. Twerking on your baby daddy. He finna lick my hole. Lost my and turned into a hoe. My juice in his dreads. That's why he smell like cat. You can block my number, but he's still gonna eat my. I have no. What is wrong with these people? What has the world come to? This woman over here talking about licking people's holes, getting some juice everywhere. That's nasty. And that's why he smells like cat. These people are nasty. That is disgusting. I'm sorry. If you like Sexy Red, that's fine. But come on now, that's nasty. Like, listen, I listen to all genres. I love rap. I love R&B. I love country. I love jazz. I love indie. I love K-pop. I love any like genre. I have probably like listened to it and I love music. I love it all. But rap music specifically is so hard to like try to like find songs because like literally all of them are just talking about like popping booty, making money, substances, getting girls, spraying juice on people, and making like hole for dessert. That's just like, ugh, like just unhinged madness, just unhinged. I'm sorry, but when you say you want to squirt some juice on someone, you've gone way too far. That's just perverted. That's just nasty. Like, I- this is like, how is this a thing? And then literally, I clicked on another one of her videos, and she was like in space, like doing her thing, whatever. And then like there was like a planet or something similar to a planet, and it was in the shape of a booty, and it had like a hole in it, so it was supposed to be like a hole. And the spaceship like went inside the hole. I'm like, what is the obsession with the host? Juice. What is that? What is what is to do with that? What's going on? That I just don't understand what the appeal is to that. That's nasty. That's nasty. But this is what people want. This sells. Like Sexy Red is really, really popular. Like people love it. And if you don't show off your body, if you don't sexualize it, and you don't talk about sexy things, then you don't have what it takes. And you're seen as definitely not pretty. Like, so it's like, what other option do we have if we want to make it? This is just so sad. Like, you have the right to dress how you want and say what you want, but there's a certain extent where like you've just taken it too far. And this is why so many women have things like, OnlyFans and stuff like that, because like that's how you make money and that's what people want. But overall, it's just about the sex appeal. That's what anyone cares about. Like, welcome to modern day society. I wish I had a high note to leave off on, but I really don't. I hope you guys found this video entertaining. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you found it entertaining or got something from it, then leave a like and comments down below. I don't know. I'm trying to be this year. I really want to make it a goal to like show my personality more on this channel. I feel like I've kind of been like holding back a little bit because of, I don't know, just I feel like because like myself, like I am unhinged too, and I feel like I don't want to like scare people away because like I have like a weird sense of humor and stuff, and but I think that being yourself is really important, and it's really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I have check out the other videos I have on my channel. I have a lot, and I upload every single week. So I'll be back next week for our next video. Bye, guys.